Hi, I'm Mrs. S from Steps to Success Maths. In this video, we're working through GCSE exam style questions on multiplying and dividing fractions. We're going to start with the easiest questions and work right the way through to the hardest ones. Pause the video, try each question, and then we'll go through it together, step by step. Question 1. Work out 1/3 times 2/5. So remember, with fractions, when we multiply them together, we just multiply the top and multiply the bottom. So 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 5 is 15. 2 over 15. 2. Work out 6 over 11 times 3 over 14. Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. Okay, so before you start this, have a look and see if there can be any cancelling you can do. So you've got to look for a number that goes into one of the fractions on the top and one of the fractions on the bottom, like 2, because 2 will go into 6 3 times, so I can cross it out and write 3, and 2 will go into 14 7 times, so I can cross it out and write 7. And now I've got 3 times 3, which is 9, and 11 times 7, which is 77. And because I did my cancelling first, it's already in its simplest form, 9 over 77. And 3. Work out 2 over 3 divided by 4 over 5. Now remember, when you divide fractions, you need to do KFC, keep, change, flip. So you keep the first fraction, 2 over 3. You change the sign from divide to times, and you flip over the second fraction. So it's now 5 over 4. So now try and do some cancelling. What goes into different things? Look for a number on the top and a number on the bottom. So we could do 2. 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 4 twice. So you've got 1 times 5 is 5, and 3 times 2 is 6. 5 over 6. Question 4. Work out 8 over 15 divided by 12 over 25. Give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. So KFC. Keep the first fraction, 8 over 15, change the sign to times, and flip the second fraction, 25 over 12. Look for ways to cancel. So I can see that 5 will go into both 15 and 25. 5 goes into 15 3 times, and 5 goes into 25 5 times. Now have a look again. Is there any more cancelling you can do? Yes, there is. 4 goes into 8 twice, and 4 goes into 12 3 times. So we've got 2 times 5 is 10, and 3 times 3 is 9. Now remember, the question said give your answer as a mixed number. So how many times does 9 go into 10? It goes in once. And what do you have left over? You have 1 out of 9. So you've got 1 whole and 1/9. Question 5. Work out 2 over 5 times 45. This might look easier than the last question, but actually it's one that you often find a common mistake being made. So you can think of it two ways. You can say, work out 1/5 first. So what's 1/5 of 45? And 45 split into 5 pieces would be 9. And then I actually want 2/5 of 45, so I could double it to get 18. Or you could think of it as 2 over 5 times 45 over 1. Cancelling first. 5s go into 45 9 times, and 5s go into 5 once. So then I've got 2 times 9 is 18, and 1 times 1 is 1. So that's just 18. Question 6. Work out 6 divided by 3/7. Again, one that often students make a mistake with. Don't let that be you. Write the whole number as a fraction. So it's 6/1 divided by 3/7. Remember our rule for dividing, KFC. Keep the first one, 6/1. Change the sign to times. Flip the fraction, 7/3. See if you can do any cancelling. So 3's go into 6 twice and 3's go into 3 once. 2 times 7 is 14. 1 times 1 is 1. The answer is just 14. Question 7. Work out 1 1/4 times 1 2/3. Give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. Okay, so the first step is to write these numbers as top-heavy or improper fractions. So 1 1/4. Remember, we're in quarters, so a whole is 4 out of 4. And you've got an extra one. So 5/4. And 1 2/3, this time you're in thirds, so a whole is 3/3. And you've got an extra 2. So 5/3. So the calculation you need to do is 5/4 times 5/3. Can you do any cancelling? Remember, you need something that goes into the top and the bottom. Well, there isn't one, so we're just going to multiply. 5 times 5 is 25, and 4 times 3 is 12. And we have to write our answer as a mixed number. So how many times will 12 go into 25? 12 and then 24, so that's 2. And we've got 1 left over, and it's out of 12. So it's 2 1/12. Work out 2 4/9 divided by 2 1/4. So step 1 is to write them as top-heavy fractions. 2 4/9. So 2 in ninths will be 18. Add on the 4, that's 22 out of 9. And then 2 1/4. So 2 in quarters will be 8. Add on the extra one is 9. So 9/4. So we need to do 22/9 divided by 9/4. Don't cancel at this stage. Remember, we need to change it to multiply. So KFC. 22/9 times 4/9. Now you can see you can't cancel. So we need to do 22 times 4, which is 88, and 9 times 9, which is 81. Now let's write it as a mixed number. So 81 goes into 88 just once, and we'll have 7 left over. So 1 and 7 out of 81. Question 8. Work out the area of the rectangle. Give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. So you find the area of the rectangle by multiplying the length by the width. So 1 1/5 times 2 3/7. First of all, write them as mixed numbers. So 2 3/7 is 2 lots of 7, add on the extra 3. That's 17/7. And 1 1/5 is 5 and add on the extra 1, so 6/5. So we've got 17/7 times 6/5. Check to see if there's any cancelling. It doesn't look like it, so we're going to need to do 17 times 6 and 7 times 5. So I'm going to work 17 times 6 out using a little table over here. So 10 and 7 times 6, 60 and 42, and add them together. So that's 102. So I've got 102 and 7 times 5 is 35. 102/35. Now let's write it as a mixed number. So I'm going to write 35s down because they're quite hard. So I've got 35, 70, and then 105. So I can see it goes in twice, and then I'll have 32 left over. So 32 out of 35. To help you keep practicing this skill, I've made a free worksheet with worked solutions and it's linked in the comments below. To make sure you don't miss out on any of my videos or contents, make sure you click subscribe.